I'm recording it now.
Okay.
Here it comes, Dan. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's where I decided to do it. So as I say, I've got 2 steps done. I've selected what I'm going to do. I'm going to build an airplane. Where am I going to do it? I'm going to do it at Page Airport. And my new hangar that I just bought, that sailfish on the end was left over, something that Dan Lawson caught out in the Gulf. They donated it to the hangar. They didn't want to move it to Spanish Cove. That's the first time I heard about Spanish Cove. This nice couple that I bought the hangar from said they were moving to Spanish Cove. Being new to Oklahoma, I said, what the hell is that? Oh, it's some little place in Yukon. So, okay, I didn't think about it anymore. So the next thing I decided is, what am I going to build? And decide that. So I need to go back to pictures. I should put this on video or something so it shows, shouldn't I?
It's going well, Dan. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Okay, I'll
If most of you don't know, there's actually a museum across from Dan out there. It's really cool. I don't know if most of y'all went on that mystery trip. Was it a mystery trip? No, I think we did it as a trip, right? Here it goes. Here goes your picture.
Anyway, they were full of airplanes I decided to build. My mission with an airplane was not to go cross country or high altitudes or anything. It's a hobby airplane, kind of like having a motorcycle. You just ride it around for fun. So I wanted the manufacturer to be close by. So there was a place in Hays, Kansas. My brother and I drove up there one afternoon and I took a ride in their demonstrator. And there's another place in Mexico, Missouri. So we drove over there the next day and I took a ride in their demonstrator. That's what you see here. So I decided that's the plane I want to build. Not this one specifically, but that model. So I said, okay, I'll do that. I put in my order and they said, well, you got to come back and get the kit in probably a month. And I said, okay, we'll do that.
Well, you did a beautiful job, Dan.
Oh yeah, I'm doing a terrific job. I just push the wrong button every time.
No, I'm talking, your plane is beautiful.
Oh. Okay, that button, this button, one more button. So anyway, I went to the factory. They were having can everybody see that picture?
Yes.
Okay. Once I decided on the Zenith, STOL, which is short takeoff and landing airplanes I want to build, it's all metal. And I didn't especially like the looks of it, but it flew really well and nice and slow and can take off in any kind of runway. So they had a weekend training session, how to build an airplane. So I went up there and learned how to build a rudder. So my first time I was actually building on it, you know, it's a little pneumatic drill. And the part I'm working on is the rudder, which is the thing that sticks up on the tail. Okay, let's see if we can go to another picture. We'll get there, folks. The way I'm going, this is about a 3-day project, isn't it?
It's all good.
Anyway, I rented a U-Haul trailer to bring that kit back. That's a 12-foot box trailer. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, and I drove it back to the hangar. That's my brother and his wife helping me unload the thing. That 12-foot box trailer had enough room in it for probably 12 of these kits. So everything just in little pieces of aluminum, flat sheets and stuff like that. And though it's a kit, you have to assemble it. You have to make a lot of this stuff too. So let's see what else we can do here. We might have to skip a few of these pictures. Let this be a lesson. If you're going to do this, don't wait till the day before to try to practice it.
You're doing fine, Dan.
Yeah, keep up the
We're patient. What else have we got to do?
okay, well, after I unloaded the thing, I started looking at the blueprints and assembling all the metal parts that go to the airplane. Had to learn some new skills on how to drill and file and deburr, and those little copper-looking things you see sticking up are called clicos, and that's the heart of home building a metal airplane. Excuse me. Those are little devices that hold the pieces together, getting it ready to rivet. So it turns out on a metal airplane, and when you build it, you have to build it twice. You put it all together with the clicos, get everything fit together. Then you have to take it apart, clean it all up, get the burrs off of it, and then put it back together and rivet it in place.
Wow. Mm.
It sounds like dedication.
Mm-hmm.
When I first was thinking about building airplanes, most people were called what was called scratch built. And you had to build it from scratch. Well, with the kits, turns out it's a lot easier. The pieces are all mostly made for you. You have to make some of the small ones. Well, I can see we're going to go through a lot of these pictures, so I'm going to start skipping a few. Anyway, I started putting it together, and that's what the first piece looked like. Excuse me, which is a horizontal stabilizer, the thing on the tail that controls the airplane. So you have to use whatever tools you got to help put it together, fold those pieces of flat aluminum into nice curved shapes, and continue like that. So that was my full-time job for a long time, and that's what I love to do.
Dan, how long did it take you to build it?
22. So we'll skip ahead a lot of it. I got as many pictures as you want to see about building an airplane. This is working on a piece. You can see it's getting together and starting to look like an airplane. Can you see that picture all right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
That sheet metal?
It is sheet metal. The whole plane is made out of metal except the cowling, which is a couple pieces of fiberglass. Okay, I'm not even keeping track of the time. So I'm starting to get too long here. Why?
I'm watching it. It's just now 10:30, Dan.
Let me know.
It's 10:30, Dan.
Okay, I'll do this as long as you'll let me.
How long did you say it took you to build it?
22 months.
Well, that doesn't sound like a very long time.
Quick for a home-built airplane. A lot of people spend years and years on doing that. Well,
Do you fly often now, Dan?
I don't fly anymore. I've had, unfortunately, some medical deal problems that have slowed me down. Let's see, what were we looking at last? I was working on the wing or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, after you build the wing and stuff, finally get to the fuselage, which just starts off as an aluminum box. It can, right side of your picture is where the tail's going to be. On the left side of the picture, where it looks like little windows, is the back end of which is yet to come.
You catch that fish on the wall behind the plane?
Well, that fish was caught by Dan Lawson, Lois's husband, that died.
It came with the building, huh?
And he left it there. They didn't finish Cove for some reason. Sorry, this is taking so long. I thought this was going to go a lot better, but that's all we got is time, I guess.
Right.
That's all I got. I don't have much of it left, but we'll jump ahead a little bit. Fuselage is coming along, putting on the wheels, landing gear. It's got solid landing gear legs. It's going to have tricycle gear, which means it's got to have a nose wheel instead of a tail wheel. Have three wheels. So you can see that's what I did every day for 22 months. It's about, I made this a pretty full project. I worked on it every day, it seemed like. Let's see.
Had you ever built anything before you started on this?
Well, I built a lot of things, but never an airplane.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's where we were before. Well, you can see I'm here fumbling with my
What a great achievement. I am just so impressed with all of this. I think that your dedication to this project was just wonderful.
Dan, did you say it took 22 months to build it?
22 months is what I spent on it, which
Were
is
you-
pretty,
Were you scared when it went up the first time? Were you scared when you first took off the first time?
well, that's an end story we'll talk about when I get to the flying part. But, after a
Oh,
lot of,
that's cool.
I jumped ahead to what it kind of looked like with the wings put on, the tail put on, the landing gears on it, the motors mounted on the front, propellers
Yeah.
not on.
Right.
What an
So it's-
accomplishment.
But it
Oh,
started
my.
like an airplane anyway.
That is crazy that you did all this work yourself, even the motor and everything?
I had a few guys help me. There's always a lot of people that want to help and do things.
Was there ever a time when you were saying to yourself, what was I thinking?
No,
Oh,
I hit-
good.
the right time. Fortunately or unfortunately, my wife wasn't around at one part of my time. So I didn't have anything else to do.
It gave you a purpose. Yeah.
So I had a purpose. 7 days a week, I was out playing with the airplane.
Good for you.
Okay. Once we got starting to look like an airplane, I put the instrument panel together. I chose to use modern instruments. The old airplanes look like they have a lot of little round gauges in them. And on mine, I've put in an electronic system, got a 14-inch screen and all the other stuff so that you can
That is amazing.
show all the same time. That screen is purely configurable. You can show anything you want to on it. On the left there, those are the engine gauges, like the fuel gauge, the RPMs, oil pressure, that kind of stuff. Middle section of that screen is the flying instruments, how fast you're going, how high you are, whether you're going up and down, what direction, north, south, all that. And on the right panel is a map showing the where you are, which moves along with it, all up to date. It's really, really nice stuff. So that's what the inside looks like, sort of during the construction phase anyway.
Those control panels actually help you because when you're flying, right, Dan, is it hard to know where the horizon is and you get mixed up? So that actually helps you stay focused on where the horizon actually is so you don't turn around, right? I think that's what happened in that helicopter crash with what's his name and his daughter. They got mixed up and didn't know where the horizon was or something, maybe. I don't know. That's scary.
Yeah.
It had to be really hard to fly.
If you go into instrument weather where you really can't see out.
Dan, do you ever just go out and sit in your plane just to say hi?
Well, that's what I'm doing right now, almost. I'm sitting right beside it. Anyway, we finally got the construction pretty well underway and all done, and have to paint the airplane. This is one thing that I didn't do. Painting aluminum turns out to be a pretty complicated process with anodizing, with acid etching, with spraying on the right kind of paint and stuff. So this is what it looks like once it's been sprayed with the primer. And then the idea of what it should look like, I've always admired, since I'm an old guy, born in 1936, I like 1936 airplanes. So I got pictures of Navy airplanes from 1936. And that's what we're going to design. Not exactly like that, but it's. at least it has the right colors and everything.
I happen to say I really like the yellow. Hey, look, my outfit today matches your plane.
You're color coordinated.
Does it fly?
Kathleen, it's Wear Red Friday.
I know, but the only red shirt I had was the Spanish Cove shirt. And Mary Jo, it really gets really hot. We discussed this earlier. I don't want to interrupt Dan's thing anymore.
Where's everyone else's red?
Mine's red.
Closet.
Okay, well, anyway, we'll cut to what it looks like.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like after it's painted and ready and it's all finished, so to speak. As it turns out, it's never finished. It's like any kind of a project. But anyway, here I was. I got an airplane all built.
Wow.
As I say, last time I flew was in 1987, and it turned out to be 20 some years ago. And I hadn't been in a small plane since. So what am I going to do with this thing? I still had my pilot certificate. So I went down to Chickasha and to an instructor I know down there, and he gave me a little couple hours in a small airplane just to get the feel back and how to land it. And so I guess I'm ready to fly. I'm all nervous. It's been 27 years. But like riding a bicycle, supposedly, you're not going to forget how to do that. We'll hope that happens.
It's really beautiful, Dan.
I just am so impressed with your being able to accomplish this. This is just magnificent.
Are you going to have someone go with you for a test ride?
Yes, as it turned out, this little airplane's a little bit different than anything I've ever flown. So I decided to find somebody that had recent experience in this specific airplane, and he came over and did the first flight for me and flew with me a couple times. And after that, rest is history, as they say. And this is a picture I took flying over Canadian County. That's Sparky's house down on the bottom left, I think, Banner Road in Reno. Anyway, Canadian County from the light airplane. And so that's my story of building an airplane, why I did, and what fun I had doing it. And I'm going to stick with that story. And
How long did you had to have inspection processes in order for it to go up in the air, right? You have to get it inspected. Is that tedious, or how does the inspection processes go?
what, having inspected? Yes, after you build an airplane, there's different kinds of airplanes that are certified in different categories. This is a amateur home-built airplane. If you buy a little airplane from Cessna or somebody like that, they're just called a certified airplane, and that's got to be built to specific certifications. Of course, if it's an airliner or something, everything is all certified. In this airplane, you can build it with whatever you want to, however you want to, and still get it certified as amateur home built. FAA inspector came out and looked at it, said it looked okay. And if it flies, well, that's my problem, and go for it. So that's what we did.
So did you have any complications on the first flight when he did take it up? Was there anything they found or any
what?
Did they have any issues when you took it up on the first flight? Was there anything wrong or anything they found, or how did the first flight go?
Well, the first flight went fine. All the early flights went right along. With this airplane being experimental, home built, you got to do a test series of flights. In this airplane, it takes 65 hours of flying a test program within 50 miles of your home airport. And so I've done the 65 hours. It's flown off and it's ready to go.
Dan, were you a pilot prior to this?
Yes, we didn't talk about the good old days, but yes, back in the 70s and 80s, I did a lot of flying. I got a lot of ratings. Act like I knew how to fly a lot of stuff, and had a lot of fun doing it. Flew students. I was an instructor pilot and a commercial pilot. I used to tow glider. I used to take parachute jumpers up. I used to do a few custom flights or whatever I'm trying to think there. Not scheduled flights, but you know, little, flights taking people to and from stuff. But after all, this was only a hobby that I did. I had a full-time job, and I did this for fun. And after all that was done, I ended up going to Spanish Cove and looking like everybody else out there, having fun. Okay. Now, let's see if we can get this thing.
That's funny, Dan. Dan.
Okay.
Let's see the plane in the shop again, can we? Did you freeze up, Dan? Are you there, Dan? Calling Dan. Dan Coates, this is Control Tower. Are you there? We've lost connection with Dan Coates. Let's hope his plane did not go down.
Really?
Dan, are you there, Dan? We lost you, Dan. Well, did you love that? I cannot believe he built a whole plane.
I can't
Oh, that-
either. What
That
an
was great.
accomplishment.
All right, who's got tickets with them today while we're waiting for Dan to get unfrozen? Who else has got tickets? Okay. Jordan, are you still in there?
Yeah, for some reason my phone,
Oh, there you go, Dan.
and we're back on there. So I took a little nap while I was doing that. So
Well, Dan, it's too bad you're not flying anymore
Yeah.
because
There
we'd
it
love
is.
to fly with you.
So this is what the airplane looks like today. I left, if anybody's got any questions or about the airplane, I left the cowling off so you could see the engine. It's
Wow.
made in Austria. It's a hybrid cooling. It's got water-cooled cylinder heads and fin air-cooled cylinders bases. So, and that means it's got a little radiator on the front for the water. It's also got a little radiator down here for the oil, and it's a nice little engine. It's got 100 horsepower. It's a 1.6 liter airplane. Let's see what it looks like inside. As you can see, it's a two-seater. It's got a fairly nice compartment in the back. This is what the instrument kind of looked like. I turned it on so you guys could see.
I think that's amazing that you were able to do that.
That's the air.
Dan, what's its top speed? What's its top speed?
What is top speed? Or cruises 120 is about the top speed. It cruises normally at about 100 miles an hour. This is flight instruments. This is a map, and this is the engine instruments over here. So, got radios up here, transponders, use headsets, noise canceling. So it's a comfortable little airplane.
Since you don't fly anymore, Dan, what are you going to do with it?
Well, eventually I'm going to sell it, I guess. Right now, I like to come out and look at it, and dust it off, or have somebody dust it.
Pet it. and
I don't blame you.
it off.
Yeah.
This is
That's quite an accomplishment.
my little Navy logo from the 1930s, little Felix the Cat. There was a squadron that had used that.
Oh, look at that.
Put that on there. And as I say, except for the details of the painting, it's a 1936 paint job. That's what Navy airplanes look like, with yellow wings, and the tail, the color of the aircraft carrier. This is USS Enterprise, was blue, and if you're on another carrier, it was a different color back here. And so that's what it looks like. The tail number, all airplanes have a registration number displayed so people can see it. Different countries have different number styles on it. If they all start with an N, that's the United States. So I wanted to have my initials in the number, and 124 is the lowest number I could get with DC on the end of it, Delta Charlie. Oh, so this is what the airplane looks like. You can see it's built for low speed. It's got airfoil. Any other questions about the airplane?
Does anyone drive it right now, Dan?
Can I drive it? What do you say?
Well, I'm saying, like, if you knew somebody that wanted to take it up, can it still go up in the air? Do you ever let anyone fly it other than yourself, even though you're not flying anymore?
I'd let anybody fly it wants to. Nobody's flown it in over a year, so. But it's ready to fly. It's been inspected, been ready to be signed off as completely. Little airplanes have to have an annual inspection every year. We'll turn off that. What else is going in my hangar? In the meantime, one of my neighbors who has a hangar, he's out flying his Beechcraft right now. One of the things I needed to build this was a nice flat table, 12 feet long, so I built one. And Dr. Jesse Sullivan is building an airplane right now, so he wanted that nice flat table, so he's using my hangar now to build airplanes. And this is the one he's building. It's very similar, all metal construction, but it's made by the RANS company, R-A-N-S. But he's going to use the same kind of guy. So this is what he's doing for fun right now.
Are you helping him?
No, I tried to help him, but he wanted to do it all himself. So that he can say he built it, which is,
Right.
everybody has a help how to do things. And things like wings, you need people to help you handle the stuff. Putting on the wings was a major operation because they have to fit just exactly, and you have to be at the right angle, all the details that go with that.
Does your plane have to fly so many hours a year? Like, does it have to go up in the air, or can it sit like that and just get inspection, or does it have to have hours throughout the year to fly?
No, the airplane doesn't have hours. The pilot has to have hours. Once the test program is signed off and completed, then the airplane's ready to fly whenever it gets somebody qualified to fly it. You see this box here, that's about what the airplane looks like it comes in. A couple like that to start with. And then you work out and you end up with something that looks like this. It's starting to look like an airplane. So this is my little hangar. It's a little bit more crowded than it was when I first showed the picture of it. Got the obligatory American flag and some other stuff that's in here. So this is my man cave. This is where I hang out. Used to, before I finished Cove, I was out here every day. And not flying the airplane or working on the airplane, just sitting around drinking coffee and talking to the guys. One of my new hobbies that I picked up from working with the what we call that thing, the auxiliary. Occasionally we've had old clocks come up, and pendulum clocks. And this is the sixth one, I think, that I've worked on. I take them out of the case. Usually they don't run at all. And this one I've got going. Made a little test bench here on my shop, and I've got this one running right now. So the old clocks aren't as complicated as you might think once you get it too used to it. So that's my hobby right now. That's my where I am. Anybody got any other questions?
Well, Dan, you have a great taste in airplanes and in cars, I might add.
Yes,
Yes.
agreed. Thank you so much for sharing all this with us.
And that was really cool. We appreciate you. He had to set up internet for this out there and everything, y'all. So we appreciate you, Dan, so much for
Yes.
setting it up and giving us a chance to kind of get away from the Cove via Zoom and see your hobby and see your plane. That was super cool. I cannot believe you built that from scratch. I love that kind of stuff because my grandpa and my dad are the same way. They love to figure out something because, you know, my grandpa made the Luga horns and he said it's a really new old horn. So he would try to figure out how to make stuff, but nothing to that caliber. My dad used to jump out of planes though.
Oh my goodness.
I would.
Jump out of the plane.
We enjoyed it, Dan, very much.
Thank you, Dan.
Yes, thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Sorry,
Dan.
I'm sorry it took so much time shuffling it. With the
Okay,
picture.
so let's
It's-
tell
it out.
It's fine.
Wonderful. It was really
Yeah.
great.
You did great.
Hour. That's great. That's what Coffee Klatch usually lasts. For somebody who's never done that before and you're doing it on your phone, you guys have really stepped up the plate on your technology. And I learned a lot because Dan helped me kind of practice yesterday. And so on next Thursday, when I do that tech class on Zoom, I'm going to teach y'all, you know, the little ins and outs of Zoom, like how to share your content. I'm going to teach about the buttons. Like I learned now that you can actually hit the mute button. And if you're on a computer and you're muted, you can just push down on the space bar and hold it and it will unmute you and you can let it go and unmute you again. So you don't have to click, unclick, click, unclick.
Can you show us how to choose a background? Can you?
Yes, I'm going to on the class like Richard Mitchell down there. We're going to do some background stuff. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I'm going to try to put a PowerPoint together. I'm going to work on a little bit this afternoon and next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and work on that. And then Thursday, we'll jump on board and we'll test stuff out, like raising our hands, the reactions, learn how to do all that. But for now, let's get into some tech. Okay, I don't know how we're going to do this because we have a few of you on board that have your tickets with you. I'm going to draw 2 winners today for a Brahms card. They'll be delivered to you on Monday because I didn't get to Brahms this morning, but I will get it. I'm going to call Deb and have her pick them up on her when I'll pick them up on Monday anyways. So get your tickets out and here we go. I'm going to draw one. I have no names on here, so I have no idea. I'm just going to pick some cards, okay? We're going to do this. I'm going to draw. If I get 2 winners within 4 tries, or let's do 5 tries that are on board the call, if you're on board and you win, if after 5 we don't, whoever has tickets that's on board, tell me your name and we'll put your names in a thing and I'll draw 2 winners out of that, okay? But I want to try to go by the tickets first to be fair. Okay, here we go, because it gives you more chances to win. First ticket number, ready? 335612. Nobody?
You froze up.
Oh, I'll do it again. Here we go. 335612.
Woo!
Is that you, Peggy?
Yes.
Peggy, fine. Nice job, Foxhall.
Yes. Very good.
Wow.
Brahms, here I come.
Roms, do the drive-through.
I do.
Drive-through.
Yes.
Go get a twist. They're cheaper and they're better for you.
There you go.
Do the drive-through. Don't forget, we're not encouraging you to go out to eat, okay? We got it. We got it. It's getting hot out there.
I don't go in anywhere.
Y'all got to be careful. Wear your masks. This is getting serious, folks. Okay, here we go. Ticket number 2. Here we go. 335544. 3, 3, 5, 5, 4, 4. No winner. Here we go again. 3, 3, 5, 5, 7, 0.
Mm-mm.
No. There's a lot of people that got tickets. So, all right, we're gonna draw 2 more. See if we get a winner, and then who is ever on. Well, Peggy, you already won, so the ones that are still on board. I love you. Okay, here we go. 3, 3, 5, 4, 9, 4. Nobody? It's gonna be hard because there's a lot of people that came out and got tickets, but they're not on the Coffee Klatch. Okay.
Well, I had 9, 5, and 9, 6 CM.
Wow, that was close. 3, 3, 5, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Keep your tickets, but who all has tickets in here? Peggy, right?
Yeah.
How many tickets you got left besides your winner? How many tickets you got on hand?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Wow.
13, 14.
Wow, 14. Johnny, you have tickets?
I have 4. You need to tell us how else you get them besides pajamas.
Coming out, Spirit Week. Spirit Week, you got tickets.
Oh, that's right.
Spirit Week, they got tickets, and she and Ollie both participated. So she's doubled up because her and Ollie both are sitting there. Who else has tickets here?
I have 2.
Oh, Claudel, you got 2? Mary Jo, how many you got?
4.
Anybody else have tickets in here?
I have 1.
Claudel, I got yours. Claudel, you got 2. Oh, Ruth,
I
how
have
many you
1.
got?
Oh, I
Just
had
one.
15.
1. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Carolyn, you got any? Bill and Helen?
1, 2, 3, 4,
No, ma'am.
6, 7, 8.
No tickets.
I have 15 left.
Peggy. He is on the ball. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is
And I have
I'm gonna
2.
Dick has 2.
got 2, Dick.
I have 2.
Dick.
And we went out and-
Dick. Okay. Mary Jo had 4. I'm just gonna put Mary J. This will be, I'm gonna draw 1 more ticket while I'm doing this. Okay, you ready? 3, 3, 5, 5, 4, 2. Jordan, can you come help me? What we're gonna do is, because it's gonna be hard because there was a lot of people, I'm gonna put, I'm just putting short on the names because I know who it is. However many tickets you have on hand, I am gonna put your name in a bucket. Can you help me make, I gotta make 15 for Peggy Foxhall. Peggy. Just put PG, PF, put PF for her. Yeah, I'll do Johnny's.
Don't put Peggy in there. She's got too many.
Two.
Her out.
Johnny, you're JJ to help us save some time here.
Okie doke.
BF.
4. Claudel, I got your 2 here. Ruth, I got yours. How many you got done to her now?
5.
1. I'll do 5. I'll give us 10.
The other 5.
Okay. 2, 3. 4, 5. We gotta have more winners. Just saying, y'all. Then we're gonna fold them. So however many tickets you had, you have one of these. Okay? So you have more chances of winning because that's only fair. Because you guys come out so many times and they gave you more chances to win. So we can't just draw and put one name in. You gotta have your name in several times for more chances to win, right? That's what I think. I like to be fair here. I want no one mad at me. Do sticky side out so that it don't stick to the other ones. Like throw them like that because they're sticking together. Like fold them in half so the sticky's on the inside. Inside? Yeah, that way they don't stick. And I pick up 2 or 3 at the same time. And then all Peggy's 14 of them sticking together.
Oh, no, I had 15 that were
15,
separate.
yeah, 15. You had a lot, Peggy.
I
Peggy
did.
already won one. Peggy
We came out in our pajamas a lot.
Yeah, and there's 2 of you. You had to double the win.
Yeah.
Jan Green, how come you didn't make Bob come out in his pajamas? That's right. Okay, I'm gonna put these tickets here, and we're gonna put these in the bucket, and we'll see. I'm gonna get a couple winners after this one. I want 3 winners. Peggy's won 1 already. She won the first card. We got 2 more Brahms cards I'm gonna give away. Get rid of that ticket. We're gonna put all these in here, and I'm gonna let Jordan pick 2 more winners. Okay? Did we get all the Peggy's in there? Yep. She has a book. Okay, here we go. Let me shake them up. Oh, we dropped one. Hold on, I gotta put my mask on. She's too close to me. Put it in front of the camera. I'm gonna put it in front of the camera so you can see her getting it. Okay, go ahead. Mary Jo.
Yay, Mary Jo.
Thank you.
Woohoo, way to go, way to go.
Okay, 1 more winner. Claudel.
Hey, Claudel, woo. Way to go, Claudel.
Woo! Well, congratulations, all you Brahms winners.
Thank you.
For you.
We'll all gather together at Brahms for us.
No! No! Not together!
We
Don't
can
make
go in
me
our
trouble,
cars
Peggy
separately.
Foxhall.
We can go in our cars separately.
Go get your ice cream and bring it back. The twists are the best, and you can get them through the drive-thru. You can get them for like $1, like after a certain hour through the drive-thru.
Anytime.
And make sure everybody is wearing your masks, staying 6 feet apart. So we don't want everybody out and about. He's putting in there about how serious this is. Everybody needs to be on their toes. Okay, so next Friday, when you get your calendars, I don't know if you've gotten them yet, but you'll see that there's not a coffee klatch or anything on there. And I'll tell you why, what happened real quick before we go. Jordan and I were going to do a whodunit. And on Fridays was going to be your Corona clue call. And we were going to solve a whodunit murder mystery on campus. So it was going to be like a clue game. So the first Friday, you were going to get a clue call of, you were going to get the crime scene. You were going to I was going to tell you where we found, like, you know, that there was a body. We were going to have it all put together and give a crime scene. And we were going to tell you, you had to figure out who did it, where they did it, and with what weapon. And you were going to give we were going to give a clue that you had to go around the campus to go find out. And it was going to have a little card, and you had to write down, we were going to pass out cards where you had to write down, okay, well, I found Mr. James was, you know, the person or the weapon or whatever. Like when you got to the scene, you'd find like a hammer or a wrench or an ice pick. And then wherever you went the second time, that was going to tell you where the murder happened. And then we were going to lead you to who the murderer was, a clue. And you had to go walk around campus, find the clue, and then you were supposed to save all those. And then the last of the month, we were going to solve the murder of who killed whoever it was. Well, then we got coronavirus on campus. And I didn't want you guys walking around campus. So we're going to save it for September. It'll give us a chance to make it even better anyways. And so there's nothing on Friday. I had to actually take it off at the last minute as it was going to the printers, and I didn't have time to refix it. But what we've decided to on another call was somebody said it would be really nice if we could just get on and visit. I mean, I would try not to talk too much. We know that's hard for me. Y'all, let's be real here. I will shut up, okay? But it would give us a chance just to get on board, see people. It might be after they take the class, maybe the next week, everybody has to come on board with a really cool background on their screen or something. That would be fun. See where everybody's at, like Dick Mitchell does. So it's not going to really be guest speakers. We're just going to get on board, see how everybody's doing, see if anybody has any questions, maybe tell some jokes, just hang out, like just be around each other. Is everybody okay with that for the month of August till we can kind of get through this deal with the active case on campus? I just really don't want y'all walking around or getting in breezeways or, you know, I just don't want to promote anything. You guys really need to wear your masks, please.
How do you get on that call for your computer to be a geek on that now?
You can next week just get on like you do Coffee Klatch right now, Peggy, and then just join me next Thursday at 1 o'clock and we'll go through some of the techie stuff on here.
Okay. Well, will the same numbers work?
It'll be in the bits and pieces. The number will be.
Okay.
It's in there.
Next Wednesday's bits and pieces, I'll put the number in there, okay?
Okay. Oh, that sounds great.
This week. I think I put it in this week, didn't I? I think it's
I think so. I think so.
I'm impressing my sons when I say I can do Zoom. They go, whoa.
That's right. That's really good. I mean, you know, let's find some positives inside of this. You know, you guys really have stepped up your technical game. Do you guys know that RT actually every Sunday live streams that through a
He does really good.
And that's a live web streaming process that he has to go through every day to get live streaming. That's not Zoom. To get live on YouTube, you have to have a special system inside his computer. And he has to follow these steps to make sure it goes live. Way to go.
Wow.
And I'm not for sure. Let's see how many people. I think this is really cool because not only is he reaching you guys, but people around the world. Like we had a resident, the Stevens were in Colorado, or they were in California when it first started, and they were able to do it. He's already had over 46. This is really good for YouTube. Like he's had 46 views for this one video, and that was just the first ones. Like those are recent. As they sit there, and he has these on there, the word that he's giving will forever be on the internet now, and will forever like reach people. So it's not just you guys that he's reaching when he does this, but like every time he does a video, let's see, let me go to some of the older ones and I'll tell you where he's at on some of those. 272 views on that one. It just continues to grow. Let's see, on this one, it was, that's not right. Let me pull up that one.
RT, did you ever think your ministry would go that far?
It's different.
It is. See how the Lord is using you?
During this trial, how people are just finding times. Let's see, I'm gonna go to some of these.
Well, that's the Lord making something good out of something bad.
Yeah, this one had 147, 140, 272. This one had 80, 83. These are some of the earlier ones. Like the numbers are lower as it gets closer, but as it sits there longer, it grows and grows and grows. And now his word is forever going to be out there for the world to have. So not only is he doing this for you guys, but now he's spreading his ministry that will forever be sitting there, and his word will always be out there. And who knows who might cross a path and just touch somebody's life. If it's just one person, right, RT? Just one person. If you had it viewed like even just 10 times, like how important, you never know who those 10 people could be. They could be from around the world and somebody that need to hear it. So thank you for that, RT.
Thank you.
Well, the Lord's word goes out, but it does not come back void.
That's right.
It goes out and it lasts and it lasts and it lasts.
And I just think about how techie you guys are really becoming. Like Dick Mitchell and his backgrounds.
Yes, we never know where he is. Where are you today?
Kathleen?
Hold your space button down, Dick. Take your finger and hold your space button down and it'll unmute you. Yes, RT.
There.
There you go. Where are you, Dick?
Aruba.
Aruba.
Is it
That's a fun
unmuted?
place to be.
Is it unmuted?
Yes, it is, RT.
Did you get the date for last Sunday changed from the 19th to the 26th?
I did, sir. Yes, I saw that. I changed it for you.
Last time I looked, it still said the 19th.
I just changed it yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, I made your sign and then I changed it. So
Thank you.
when you guys first go on YouTube and RT's up there, the most current one will stay for a week with just his picture on there. And once he's going to make a new recording, I try to put him a little thumbnail on there so you'll know that that's a past one. And the most current one will be just RT. So I usually when I do my mass emails is when I flip him over to a thumbnail. And so now you'll see him live on there for the week.
Thank you.
I do it on the same day and then it helps me too. I can't always remember to go on there. But you guys have really become tech savvy and I think it's great how much you guys have really stepped up the plate to learn your technical skills. So there's not a lot of communities that's doing that.
I like to learn how to make the backgrounds and then you won't see my workroom.
Yeah. And I heard that Jill said when they were at a leading age one day, that Nikki Buckaloo that comes in here, she said that she's talked to a lot of communities and nobody's doing Zoom. Like their residents don't even know how to get on anything and they don't want to know. They don't want to know. So they're doing
They're missing out.
Communications. Huh?
They're missing out.
Yeah, because not only do we have the open campus, but this ability to see each other and hang out and not spit on each other is super. Right? I want to spit on you.
For those who talk juicy, the mask will be great.
Okay, so let's end it with my favorite song. I'm gonna end the Coffee Klatch with my favorite song I made during COVID.
You go ahead.
Before we get together, I know we're not together. I know we're not together, but it won't be for long, because my germs could be your
germs.
And your germs could be my germs. I know we're not together, but it's best for now. I love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for jumping on board and supporting Dan. That was really important. I mean, he did a lot.
Oh, that was great.
It was very interesting. Yeah.
Well, Ollie loved it.
It was fun.
Ollie likes the stuff about flying.
You're welcome. Hey,
have a blessed day.
Stay hydrated. It's hot out there. Wear your mask. Can I hang up on you now? That's what my granddaughter says. Can I hang up on you, Hamma?
Yeah.